Hey everyone, we're just waiting for more people to get on, jump on board. Okay, so the topic today is how to battle the negative voices in our heads. I wrote an article recently on how to filter negativity, and I received several emails from people wanting to know how to stay positive, how to really battle the negative voices that are constantly haunting us in our heads when we're trying to accomplish something or when we're trying to do something. Right. My name is Shamala, and my clients call me the chiropractor of the soul because this is what I do. I help people to align them with their life purpose. So I like to talk about this topic about the negative voices in our heads, how we can combat the negative voices. In the article that I wrote recently, How I Filter Negativity, I talk about how I use this filtering system in my mind to make split-second decisions on what matters and on what matters and what doesn't matter. It consists of just 5 words, and these 5 words are: does it give me joy? Right. So I ask myself, does it give me joy? So what I do essentially is, if I come across anything at all, something I read or something someone says to me, I ask myself if I want to give it the time, I want to give it to the energy. So I ask, does it give me joy? If it doesn't give me joy, then the answer is very simple. I'm not going to give it any energy. I'm just going to say, well, it's not going to give me joy. I'm just going to pass it on and observe it as if it is, these negative thoughts or negative comments from my own mind, from my own heart, or from other people. I'll just see them passing by like clouds, right? So this filtering system is very easy because all you need to do is ask yourself these questions, and immediately you get your priority right. You ask yourself, because if it doesn't give you joy, why do you give it so much energy, right? So it may be a very simple filtering system for things that do not matter to you that much. For example, things that you see on social media, people on the street, things that you read in the news. It's not as close to your heart. It's not something that is so personal and intimate. So it's easy to use this filtering system by asking, does it give me joy? Now, if something that is a little bit more intimate, this has to do with your loved ones, and sometimes we have arguments with our loved ones, and it's hard to just ask yourself this question: does it give me joy? Right? So the question to ask will then be: this is what I use within my heart and within my mind. I would say, do I choose peace or love? So at that point in time, I know that I just want to continue to have a nice time with my loved one. I'm not going to ruin the moment by bringing an issue up because the time is just not right. And it could, I could have been triggered by something that my loved one said. So then I ask myself, do I choose peace or love? So at that point, obviously, I want to choose love. So I would tell myself, I'm going to choose love. I'm just going to focus on what is positive now in this very moment. But I may keep it at the back of my head to address a certain issue that needs to be addressed at a later time, at a more appropriate time. It's not necessary to address every issue that comes up immediately. The timing is really crucial. And if we don't time it right, we're just going to ruin a completely nice moment that we have with our family and our loved ones. So we need to be able to time it well. So we ask ourselves, at that very moment, do I choose peace and love? And so when you choose peace and love, your decision is very clear. Now, I've had people who ask me, after reading this article, you know, some send me personal messages or emailed me and said to me that, you know, they read the article, it seems easy to do, but how do they maintain this on a long term? How do they backtrack? Because they have created a lot of negativity in their lives. They have lost people in their lives, lost relationships, lost jobs, or lost opportunities. Then how do they backtrack or recreate? I would say that, you know, when mistakes are made, you can't backtrack. All you can do is learn from the mistakes that you've made. Try not to repeat them again. I know it's easier said than done. You know, we've all been there. But we try, okay? We do the best that we can. We learn whatever we can from our past mistakes. And then we create new opportunities for ourselves. Now, the thing with this is when we dwell on our negativity or dwell on our mistakes that we have made, we find it harder to see positive opportunities that present themselves. We find it harder to see good things that happen to us, even if they're happening right in front of us, because our minds are not allowing us to be in tune with whatever is positive. So it is quite important to forgive ourselves, you know, tell ourselves that, okay, I've made a mistake, I'm going to learn it, I'm going to forgive myself, I'm not going to repeat the same mistake, and then I'm going to move on from there. And you'll find that if you're able to forgive yourself, you open up a lot more opportunities. You are able to see opportunities that you may have previously missed, and this could be a job opportunity, a new business opportunity, or relationship opportunity, right? So as long as we keep our hearts and our minds open to these opportunities, you know, we'll be able to see them much more clearly. So forgiveness is the key. Choosing peace and love, using, you know, easy filtering system, quick decision that you can make then to help yourself to battle with the negative voices in your head. I'm going to give, I think some of you are online now listening to this live. If you have a question, please, you know, put them in the comment box. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. Some of the challenges that some people have in terms of in negativity. You know, I've received emails and private messages from people, you know, how to battle these negative voices in their heads. Please feel free to write your question out in a comment section. If not, I'm just going to give a suggestion to a question that I received. And this question is about how to, if the negative voices are constantly coming up, how do we then fight them? Because it seems for this person that fighting them only makes them stronger. And it is true. It depends on how you define fighting, right? If you fight them with aggression, if you fight these negative voices with aggression, and you do it with you put in so much energy and keep your focus on these negativity, obviously they're going to get stronger because you're putting energy in them. What I like to do, though some people may disagree with this particular method that I have, what I like to do is that when negative voices come up, I simply like to observe. I just observe the negative voices that's passing through my mind. I do not give it energy, neither do I judge it. I just let it pass. And then I ask myself, you know, where is this coming from? The thing is, it can come from anywhere. It could come from collective unconscious. It could come from your own unconscious. It could come from a recording in your own head that you heard from childhood. It can come from so many places. And if we give energy, if we give attention to everything that passes through our minds, I think we can go crazy. We can create a lot of negativity in our lives and negative repercussions in our lives without realizing it. So I would like to suggest that you simply observe, let it pass, hold it. Do not be too quick to try and dump them away and say, oh, I want to get rid of them quickly. Just observe and then take some time to contemplate. And then ask yourself, why is this a recurring thought? Is there something that I have not resolved? See someone about it. See a counselor, see a coach, talk about it. And if you know where it comes from and you know that it is something that is recurring, it could be a trauma, something that came from childhood, then do the work that is required for you to clear it on, so that in the long term, you're not going to be plagued by it. In the long term, you will be more empowered by it. All right. Okay, I hope that has given you a clearer understanding of this concept to the person who asked me this question via personal message. I'm open to answer more questions if you have anyone, and if you do not have any questions, you will, and if you just join us, I'd like to welcome you to listen to this live recording. It will come back again as a recording on the page. This video is not a very long one, 10 minutes worth. And if you'd like to replay and listen, please help yourselves. And doesn't look like we have any questions tonight. So we're going to do this Q&A and live video again in the future with other topics. I welcome you to suggest any topics you'd like me to talk about. You can send me a message via Facebook or drop me an email. I'll be happy to answer them. And we'll probably do another live video call in 3 to 4 days. And so if you have any questions, please send them to me. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.